Hey everyone, this is Gbpjpy. It's Sunday, May 21st, 2023, 11:10 a.m. Eastern China time. Today I'm going to be breaking down the weekly technical breakdown, and I'm also going to be updating you guys on my previous breakdown. I had some trades that I broke down the end of last week: Audjpy, Euro AUD, Nzdchf, and I'm also going to be following up with these pairs for the next week and show y'all my potential trade opportunities. Hopefully y'all can see some opportunity in what I'm sharing, and also be able to implement that in your own trading plan for this week. I want to start off with Nzdchf. So end of last week, I was on a bullish run. I actually had a 4-hour breakout, and I did take that on up until the end of the day, and I did manage to collect some profits. I'll show you all that in just a moment. But just to break it down, I saw that we were bullish for some time, and then we became bearish. But the bear move was only a part of a larger term bull trend, in which it was just a counter move in my eyes. I then saw that price was moving on up, and there was opportunity after sellers got exhausted to get back in, and I did get in around 0.56373, and I took that all the way on up to the highs of the week, highs of the month actually, and that's when I closed out profits. Overall, I'm still technically bearish on this pair because we have not broken monthly highs, and if we do break monthly highs, we will be on a really nice bull run. But until then, we're going to be bearish until further notice. Right now, we are caught up in a range, and as of now, I don't really plan on taking any more trades in this pair until the highs of 0.56795 is broken, or we have a nice decline, which needs to drop quite a bit. So I need to actually see 0.5547 taken out before I look for some sells. Preferably, I like to see 0.55456 taken out before looking for some sells. But if we do resume the bear trend, we are in for a nice run to the south side, and we will be testing yearly lows, and that would be my projection for this pair. Now I'm going to show y'all on the MetaTrader 4. I actually did take that trade. You can see right here, this is my MT4, and you can see that the order is right here for Nzdchf. I took this trade on the 19th. Today's the 21st, and you can see the timestamp right there where I got in and where I got out. Now I did have a larger target, but it did not work out just because I closed out before the weekend. There's a lot of stuff that can happen the weekend that can be market shifting, and I personally don't want to be a part of that. You see everything that I said played out. The price that I got in was 0.56456. Show y'all right here. 0.56. So I got in right when I told you, and I took it on up to the highs. I collected about 27, 28 pips. My target was about 30 plus pips just for the day trading because I was day trading this pair. I also had longer term swing trade, but as you can see, it didn't want to go on further, and the week ended, so did my trading with this pair. The reason why I closed out was because we were at highs, like I said, and it's very unpredictable at these major areas, and price could break out or it could also reverse, and I don't want to be taking that chance. So that's the reason why I got out, but I got some nice profits. You can see my originally was aiming for 0.57530, which was way up here, but price did not want to go that high. It was only about 50 something pips left, but the average daily movement of this pair is about 57 pips, so I got about half of the day's movement. Let's see, anything else I want to break down on this? Not really. Like I said, I'm going to be on standby for this pair until those highs are broken. I'll follow up with y'all next week on that, and my trailing stop was hit, which is why I got out of that pair. It was the end of the day. It was New York session, and I was going to bed. I closed out before New York lunch because over here in China, it's actually midnight, so I close out before midnight so I don't sleep in and then have something happen overnight that might destroy my profits for the day. So I did get out right at the break of that range. And that's it. That's it for Nzdchf. Let's move on to the next pair. I want to talk about Audjpy. This was another good runner, and I'm going to show y'all right now. Pretty much Let's go back to the trading view. All right, so this pair was a great runner. It almost hit my TP exactly to the T. I managed to use trailing stops to close this one out as well. This is the 4-hour chart. I'll break it down on a 30-minute because this was a day trade. Let's make this larger for y'all to see. So price did break out of weekly highs, and that's exactly what I was looking for at the time. If you can see in hindsight, it's cheating. So let's go into real time. We were at weekly highs, and I was waiting for the break of weekly highs and a retest. I got that retest, and it failed to go down further, and I actually got in right around here. 91, about 92 was my entry. Bam, got in at 92. Stop loss was a solid, you can see right here, can't see it, 25 pips away, and I was aiming for 2 to 1, which is 50 pips. But the market doesn't always give you exactly what you're looking for, and you should always utilize trailing stops so you're not giving back your profits at the end of the day. Trust me, trailing stops actually saved my career. I've been able to be much more profitable utilizing trailing stops, and that's exactly what I did. Was I got in, I got out right before my target, and that was it for that trade. As you can see, right after that, it actually did go down, and it would have hit the stop loss. So this is what I mean by price action trading is a lot more difficult than most people make it seem. I know people online like to show their winners a lot, but they don't show the process of the trades. I actually show the process. As you can see, price started stalling out right here, and I had a trailing stop set right below here. And as you can see, it hit my trailing stop to the T, and then it reversed and would have hit the stop loss, but I collected a nice heavy 1.5 R on that trade. I'm not going to go into the MetaTrader 4 so I can show you all that history of that trade. Here's the price, 91.897. Here's the 5-minute chart. As you can see, there must have been high impact news that happened, but I didn't care because I was already out. It was a very nice bull run though. As you can see, it was in a range, it was consolidating, had a false breakout to lows, and then we had a pump higher. Now we had an uptrend. I'm going to show y'all right here. For those of you that don't know how to see trends, there was a solid uptrend right here at the beginning of the day, and price failed to break down, so we were bullish in bullish context for the remainder of the day. We had a range. I'm gonna highlight that as well, so y'all see the highs and lows are right here. It was about a 15 pip range. I was waiting for the breakout, retest, continuation, and that's exactly what I got. You can see the entry was 91.897, so let's go to 91.897. Right around here, 91.897 is when I got in, and you can see that I took that trade on up. My stop loss was at, well, that was a trailing stop, 92. As you can see, it's higher than the entry because I utilized the trailing stop. So my trailing stop was at 92.3, and you can see the trailing stop was hit right around here, and my TP was a little bit farther. I had a 92.47, so it barely missed my TP. So I started trailing my stop loss aggressively at that time, and yeah, right there, it was around lunchtime. So I trailed my stops, everything kind of reversed. It was Friday, so trap moves happen on Fridays, and I managed to get on out of that trade right before this major bear move against my position, and I hit, and that was it. So as you can see, it went down 75 pips, and it reversed the trend for the day, signaling just indecision. I don't trade after lunchtime because of a lot of reasons, and that was it for that pair as well. So those are the two pairs that I actually had winners on. I did have a loser. It was Euro AUD. I'm going to break that down in just a moment, but I would like to just highlight where I plan on taking this trade in the next forthcoming future. So just give me a moment while I refresh. I'm back. So I want to just finish my weekly technical breakdown. So Audjpy, I'm going to look at this pair next. We are currently bullish. We got a nice bull run, but we have recently went back into a range which needs to be broken, and I'm just a little concerned about this pair as well. We're going into a new week, so on the 30-minute time frame, it definitely did reject those highs and come back down, and it's currently in a consolidation. I'm going to highlight the area that I would like to look and watch for next, which is right here. So I'd like to see this. We're in a larger range, but I like to see daily lows retested and broken, and maybe then I'll look for some shorts. There are some major sells right around here, so I would like to see this broken as well before I'm bearish. So as you can see, we're in a nice large range. I'm gonna put the measurement tool out. And y'all can see this range is about 126 pips, which is about a day's worth of the ATR. So it shouldn't take much to push on out of this range. I need to see the highs of 92.457, preferably 92.5 psychological area. I'd like to see that broken. And once that is broken, then I'll be looking for further bull moves if I'm permitted to. As of right now, we are just congested, and I don't really want to take any more trades on the day trading time frame. Looking at the, looking at the 4-hour time frame, do we have any swings? See, this is the reason why we're congested. Lots of pairs are actually reaching this limit right now. It's the end of the month, the last week of the month. But we do have monthly highs right here, and it was revisited, but it was not broken. So that is a major area of supply, and I do not want to trade into that. I'd rather see the reaction, whether it wants to break out to the upside, like I said, or if it wants to reverse and give me a top formation. It could be a double top, triple top, round top, whatever top. I will be able to identify the pattern within the context and pull my trigger and be able to get into this trade. As of right now, though, there's no opportunity for this pair as far as my own patterns and setups go. So I'm going to be sitting aside, and I'm going to be skipping out on this trade, and I'm going to just take my profits that I ate with and be good for the week. Now, just because there's a pair that is, sorry about that, just because the pairs are not moving, doesn't mean that there's not opportunity elsewhere. I'm going to get to that in just a moment. I just wanted to review my pairs that I was trading. Lastly, I want to go over Euro AUD. I just want to cover this. I actually did cover this in the previous video, so if you didn't see it, you can watch it. So I won't be spending too much time on this, but I was bearish on this pair, and as you can see, price just did not want to go on down. I actually did take a loss on this. I tried to take it on down, and you can see it's in a range, so we broke down, we became bearish, and then we became just a little congestion right here. I knew this was a false breakout, so I was willing to take a false break move, but price did reverse and just basically congested for the entire time. It wasn't until right around here where there was a good sell entry, but once again, I missed it, and I did not get a good risk to reward ratio at all. I could have collected at least 1 R on the drop down, but I had a much larger target, and this trade was just voided. So the trade was voided, there's nothing there for me, and because of that, I took the loss. What am I expecting out of this pair for the next week? A lot of consolidation. I don't really see a breakout unless, let's see, this little range that we're in right now, we're in a very tight range. And for me, I need to see some reaction from these lows. It's about 164 pips, which is about a day's worth of movement for the Euro AUD. So it is a big mover. So I do need to see a break on out of this range and show some sort of congestion, some sort of pullback. And yes, we can be on a very nice bull run. But as of right now, we are tight in a range. So this is just on my watch list. For it to be bearish again, unfortunately, I don't really see any way down. I was just only trying to take it on down to the end of the range. Overall, longer term, I am still technically bullish, but because of all of this happening, I'm indecisive. So it was bullish, but then, you know, and around May 10th, price did shift on down, and I can't ignore that. But around May 12th, price did move on up, and around May 17th, it did tap onto some questionable highs. So like I said, it is possible to buy this if the price breaks out of this range and continues on up, but I need to see price action show me that. So as of right now, this is not a good pair to trade. It's just a pair that I will add to my watch list, but it's something that is going to be at the bottom of my watch list until further confirmation is permitted. Now, I need to find something that's a mover. So let's look at the economic calendar and let's see if there's any movers for the next week. Nothing on Monday. See the next 7 days. All medium impact news until the 24th, which is Wednesday. We have UK. So I want to look at Gbpjpy. preferably Gbpjpy, and see if I find any movers in this pair. This is the interactive part where y'all can actually see me searching for pairs. So let's see, Gbpjpy. Once again, we're at some major highs on the 4 hour. Gotta be careful with that. Drop down to the 30-minute, see if we have any intraday moves. Not really, we're just in a congested range, just like Audjpy. We're gonna have to be waiting for further confirmation, so nothing will be taken from me on this pair as well. I need to see the range broken. I need to see confirmation that it's gonna continue breaking. So as of right now, there's nothing on this neither. This is neither bearish nor bullish to me. Longer term, it's bullish, but right now we are at some major highs. And when we are at major highs, that could be anything could happen. You could be right on your long term, but you could be wrong on the short term. It could be doing corrections. There could be a lot of stuff happening. I'm actually going to draw a trend line and show y'all. To do some just a simple trend line. So it is bouncing off that trend line, but what if it crashes? Like these guys that already went long on the 19th, they already got stopped out. So the question is, will it continue on up or will it continue on down? Like I said, overall, I'm still bullish until further notice. So if we can't see a recovery and pop above 173, then I'm willing to take a long, and that would be a really nice ride on up. But once again, that may not happen until midweek, so that's not a good pair to trade. So what is a good pair to trade? This is the boring part, looking for the trades. We could look at AUD/USD. I haven't taken a look at this pair in a while. AUD/USD is at some major lows. It looks like we recently had a nice pullback and we have a possible move to the downside. Still indecisive, but we do have some room. I would like to be bearish this pair. We are in a larger range. Let's see if I find anything. Let's draw this trend line right here just so I can see what's going on. Yes, AUD/USD is a very, very nice pair to possibly short. Looks like a false breakout north, and it looks like we are coming back into a range. Yes, we did shift the sentiment recently, but we could easily go back down. I would need to see these lows broken of 0.66175. If these lows are broken, we do have a possibility to go short. Matter of fact, we actually could go short a little bit sooner. This would be an aggressive entry, but 0.66292 would be the more aggressive entry. Right now is a little bit early of a move, but I would like to see this follow through, and then I'd be looking for my entry. I'm not too concerned about these lows because these are May 18th lows, but I don't think that they're monthly lows. Let's take a look. They're not monthly lows, so we do have a chance to take price back down to monthly lows and retest those lows. If you can see from the way my price chart is set up, I have a potential move to the downside. If I'm looking right here, that's a solid 55 pips down south. Preferably, I like to see price break the lows of 0.66296, have a nice low pullback, and then be able to get in for a better risk reward. Maybe I'll be able to take this on 50, 60 pips down south, and that would be that move. So let's see. So for now, we're in a premature downtrend, so I wouldn't short right away. This is a little bit too early, but if I can see a follow through and some nice moves on down, then of course I'm gonna be looking for some sells. In order to buy this though, right, it's too much noise on the upside to buy it. So I wouldn't really be looking for longs unless we have the highs of 0.67106 broken. So let me draw a line on that as well. And Let's take a look back out to the 4 hour. And yes, if we could break 0.6710 and we can have a nice little pullback to get in on, I'd be more interested in a long on that side, as we have a lot of opportunity to the upside. I'd actually be taking that one on up at least 100 or so pips, and that would be a nice reversal back into the longer term uptrend. As you can see right here, we are in a larger uptrend. So that larger uptrend did get breached, but we can always resume that uptrend at any time, because see, on the longer term, we are still bullish. It's just a tight range, so you're gonna have to learn how to trade ranges if you're gonna trade this, but I pretty much broke it down to y'all from the top down, and I don't want to go down any lower right now because we're in indecision and it's gonna give off choppy invalid signals. So this is a pair of the week on the watch list. I'm gonna be looking at AUD USD, and I'm gonna be possibly trading this north or south depending on the price action. Of course, we can continue congesting on the inside of the range for the rest of the week. Anything is possible, but this is a pretty solid mover if it does go underway, and you have my breakdown. So as of right now, no trading. Everything is kind of flat, and I'm just gonna be looking on pairs on my watch list, and I'll probably update y'all on Monday with some possible movers. I just have to scan through the markets and see if there's anything that I could possibly take advantage of that's actually a strong mover. But as of right now, y'all have a great day, y'all have a great week, and I'll follow up with y'all later. Peace.